Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is a video that has been much requested by so many of you mamas who've been watching and interacting with the Q&A that I do every Friday over on my Instagram page. And it's one of the topics that I have been meaning to talk about and sort of didn't realize that I hadn't made a video about, but that is ways that we can support our breasts to sort of wake up for a feed, but also if you are struggling with a slower letdown, how we can increase that, the speed at which that happens. So if this is the first time that you're here, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kitty. I am a nurse, a doula, a lactation consultant, and also a mumma. And I'm also pregnant with my third baby. And it's a baby girl after two baby boys. I've also got a stepdaughter. We live in the middle of the countryside and we do things a little bit crunchy over here. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please stick around. So when it comes to waking up the breast before a feed, whether that is because you have a slower letdown, if your letdown takes anything kind of upwards from 10 seconds, so for your milk to release taking 10 seconds, or perhaps you are doing a bit of pumping and you want to maximize your pumping output, this can be a great way to do it. So with breast massage and a little bit of nipple tweaking. That's probably what I'm going to name this video. So the big thing to remember is our anatomy, and that our breast tissue actually starts up in our armpits. So in order to wake up the breast, we can start with a warm compress to sort of open up all the vessels that are within the breast, and a bit of massage. So very gentle strokes. You can use a bit of coconut oil for a bit of slip if you want to, or just use your bare hands. Your hands are your best tools. From the armpit all the way down, stroking, sweeping motions, 10 strokes or so. Sort of wake the breast up. Then as we're coming to the breast itself, we can use little circular motions like this, all the way round. And then we're talking about some little flutter techniques, so walking the fingers. Again, always in the direction of towards the nipple. And then as we get, that's the breast sort of massage portion. You can also add in here a little bit of what I call a milkshake, which is really helpful in terms of increasing the sort of fatty acid profile of your milk. So what we're doing is we're releasing those sticky globules that stick to the inside cells of our milk-making tissue with a milkshake. So backwards and forwards like this, and then rotating the hands. And then we get to the nipple tweaking portion, where we really genuinely are just tweaking the nipple. One finger on top, one finger on the bottom, backwards and forwards like this. You can go ahead and do a little bit of hand expression here, so hands a little bit further back, in towards the chest wall and forward, or rolling the thumb down. That can be another lovely way to wake up the breast. And then that on the other side. With these techniques, it's really helpful to pair them with other sort of oxytocin conducive or supportive methods. So for you, it might be using that kind of positive reinforcement method of every time I pump or every time I breastfeed, I sit down and I have a nibble of dark chocolate. So your body is telling you it's getting that kind of lovely feedback loop. Or maybe you are talking about creating that lovely oxytocin friendly environment by dimming the lights, maybe listening to a nice guided meditation or some relaxing music. Maybe it's watching some silly things that make you giggle on TikTok that take your mind away from the milk volume that you are outputting. I hope that is helpful, and let me know if you try any of these techniques down below.